like I was saying before, when the particular work I've done in the past has been something to say satisfy someone else's suggestions, or a money-making kind of thing, or just something that I thought might be nice to do. But as my work has changed over the years, the thing that's become really important, and even in the with that disability group, which was my first TAFE teaching group, is my connection with people. So I find it super important, and talking about the aged care work that I do now, it's super important that I'm connecting with the staff and also, of course, the residents. When I say connecting, it's really just me being me, but being certain in me and still maintaining my purpose in an industry that can be rather difficult and complex. So relationships with people in my current job, in my teaching job, was the main and initial foundational thing that was there. It could be said that in my teaching job I had some great achievements in supporting people in jail to look at things differently. That was only possible because of the relationships I built up with those people. No judgment, just treating people no matter what they may have done, choices, right or wrong, just treating them simply as people. And that then enabled us to work, me and my class, to work as a team, and as a team people were getting on better with each other, generally speaking, and they were able to learn more and just learn to relate to people and be accepted and come out of their shells. It was the same with me. As I relaxed with my class and my work in the jail over the years, I was showing much more of myself to them. And that's what's happening in the aged care now, in my current job, that just being myself, it's easier to support someone if they feel comfortable with you. And they feel comfortable with you when you're being yourself and non-imposing and just allowing them to go at their own pace and just for them to be themselves, no matter what that might be. So relationships for me is a foundational thing. And I find that basically in all relationships besides work, it's just the more I'm me, if it's a one-on-one relationship or a group of people, I find that the more I am myself, express myself and allow myself to be transparent and open in that situation, the more everyone else in the group or the other person, if it's just one person, actually opens up to being themselves. That building relationships are fundamental to us expanding, moving forward, having our lives enriched, supporting each other. Someone's going through a hard time, well, okay, you don't judge them, you're there with them, and even the fact that you're there with them or sitting alongside them supports them to go through that change and actually hopefully come through the end of the tunnel, come through the end of the tunnel being happier, more joyful than when they started. So a relationship, or any relationship for me in my age now, is very little to do with personal choice or something that may be nice or something that's rather comfortable. It needs to have something that's much stronger as a foundation, which of course is purpose. And not only is it something that's foundational, it's not static. That is, that it keeps growing, that if it's a one-on-one relationship, each person learns from the other, and it can be almost like a leapfrogging sort of situation, and or passing the baton, and it's just sort of growing and growing, and without purpose, I feel that if I didn't have the purpose that I have these days, that I'd just be fading away and wanting to retire. I'm 66 years old. I'm able to get the age pension right now if I wasn't working. So I really want to say that that is not my intention. That's to me a kind of a fade away kind of life. And there's too much work to be done, you know, in the work that I'm doing. Or if you look out to the broader world, there's too much work to be done to be sitting around, you know, going fishing and becoming a grey monad or something like that. So purpose is really part of a strong foundation that I'm enjoying and embracing much more as I'm aging.